This is the Swede Speaks.
Actually, I'm not really in shape to do this, but there is one story that needs to be addressed, or that I need to tell you about, and I just can't stay away from it. Even though I've had a fever for a few days, I'm not in that bad shape now, but I'm still not healthy. That's why I haven't even bothered to dress up that much for you. But hey, it's my Chuck Norris t-shirt, always something. And that's also the reason why This Week in Sweden hasn't been uploaded yet, because I haven't produced it yet, because I was not in shape. So I will make a Last Week in Sweden when I am in shape, hopefully tomorrow. Anyway, let's get to what I want to talk about now. I want to talk about the Polish anti-Islamization prayer. Yesterday, Saturday, there was a prayer held in Poland all over the country, or well, actually all over the country's borders, from the Baltic Sea and all around the borders of Poland, if I have understood correctly. I certainly hope and think so. I'll have a short look at the map over here. Yes, all around the borders of Poland there were people standing, hundreds of thousands, if I understood correctly. Well, Polish Catholics, they formed a chain to pray against the Islamization of Poland, or I guess mostly of the West. And they picked the date, October the 7th, well, because they celebrated the 1571 victory of Christianity over the Ottoman Turks at the Battle of Lepanto, which was a sea battle where the Christians beat the Muslims, and thank God for that. For instance, in the Daily Mail they say that many Poles see Islam as a threat. The conservative government, which enjoys the backing of a sizable portion of the population, refuses to welcome migrants to Poland, which has very few Muslims of its own. And I sure hope that it stays that way in Poland. You see, the European Union has been trying to force Muslim migrants on Poland. Because when we talk about migrants in Europe these days, it's always about the Muslims. It's always an Islamic influence that is growing. I guess I could call it an Islamic invasion. And you know what? I don't think I should have to tell you this again, but I will. This has absolutely nothing to do with skin color. It's not related to race. It's not about ethnicity. This is about ideas. It's about the toxic ideology of Islam. And in the West we have fought, or in the broader West, we have fought our own crazy ideas. We fought National Socialism, and we fought communism. We don't want to import another crazy idea that's going to make everyone's lives miserable. No, we want it out of the West. And because of this, I have no other choice than to stand with the Poles. If I had been in Poland, I would have joined them in prayer. Okay, fine, I am not, and I most likely will never become a Roman Catholic. But I would still pray with them to stop Islamization. Let's see if I can find... Yes, here it is. I would like to quote one thing before I finish this up. And it says, for the nationalist Catholic activist Marcin Dubowski, it is clear that, quote, that a religious war between Christianity and Islam is once again underway in Europe, just like in the past, end quote. And he also says, and I quote, Europe has been invaded by Islam, which doesn't respect our mores, our civilization. The terrorist attacks leave behind hundreds of victims. Europe only makes a show of protecting borders, end quote. That's right. And that's why I support the Polish prayer against Islamization. That's why Poland is one of the few European countries I respect. And it seems to me like the Visegrad countries, of which Poland is probably the largest one, they have much more common sense these days than Western Europe does. And for this, I just have to salute them. So I think this is wonderful news. And that's really all I have to say right now. So, So I'm just really happy about this, and until next time, have a nice day, and God bless Poland.